Good evening, friends. Thank you for joining Candid Meena every evening to follow what's happening in India and abroad. And thank you for sending me your useful comments and suggestions. If you believe in this channel, do hit the like button, share with friends, and spread the message. Our only mission is to bring you the truth and both sides of the story. Thank you for your support. Welcome, Jaydev.
Good evening to all the viewers once again. And today we have a lot of interesting news lined up. Beginning with Smriti Irani, who seems to be all guns firing on Sonia Gandhi.
Yeah. So first, I thought I'd like to show you the toon tales on what happened in Rajya Sabha today. So just a visual of that, and then I'm just welcoming people who are coming in. So welcome Gloria, Uma, Himani.
Welcome, everyone. Himani,
Yeah,
Uma,
yeah. Nice of you to join us.
Gloria.
So let this remain, Jaydeep. Let me just speak about this incident. Uh, the Smriti versus Sonia in Lok Sabha. Here's what happened on the floor of the House after a heated argument on Rashtrapati commented by Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary. Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has sparked a massive controversy by calling President Draupadi Murmu Rashtra Patni. On July 28th, that's today, Congress leader Sonia Gandhi angrily told Member of Parliament, Union Minister Smriti Irani, don't talk to me, as the debate inside the Lok Sabha got too heated. The exchange between Gandhi and Irani took place in Lok Sabha following the loud protests that happened against Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary for calling President Draupadi Murmu Rashtrapati. BJP MPs demanded an apology from Sonia Gandhi. Rather, it was Smriti who actually asked for an apology from Sonia Gandhi for Chaudhary's remarks. She lashed out at Congress and demanded that, being the head of the party, Sonia must apologize for what Chaudhary had said. Members of the NDA held placards with Sonia Gandhi apologize written on them. The union minister said, Sonia Gandhi, you sanctioned the humiliation of Draupadi Murmu. Sonia ji sanctioned humiliation of a woman at the highest constitutional post. Amidst a loud protest, the Lok Sabha speaker adjourned the House. Sonia then walked across the floor of the House to speak to BJP MP Rama Devi and said, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has already apologized. Why am I being dragged into this? As per sources, Smriti Irani intervened and questioned Gandhi. Madam, may I help you? I took your name. Sonia Gandhi was already irked by her name being mentioned because of Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, angrily said, don't talk to me. Now here, what interestingly transpired was, also Nirmala Sitharaman came out and started saying that, see, the minister was insulted. Now, if it's a, what you call, it's exactly a war of words. Now, if you're going to provoke someone, they're also going to hit back. This lady has been in politics for a long time. Sonia is known for her acid tongue. And Smriti is no less in having another acid tongue. So when two people of the same category, talk, this is the kind of thing that happens. Now, Nirmala says that they should apologize, and all these things. She stood with Piyush Goyal and started talking. Now, I personally feel that Nirmala Sitharaman ji should concentrate on her ministry and make sure that the prices which are rising so high should be curtailed, because middle classes are suffering. A dozen bananas that was available for 25 rupees for so many years today cost 65 to 70 rupees. Madam, instead of running after this Sonia Gandhi and protecting Smriti Irani and the others, it's not your job. Your job is to work properly in the ministry. And this is my suggestion to Smriti also. Smriti Irani, see, there are there's a spate of deaths in Tamil Nadu of young minor girls. Whether it is forced conversion that is making these girls do it, or whether these are forced deaths, can you please follow up on that? I mean, as the public, we have a right to tell you that you are serving us. Okay, so please do these jobs, Nirmala ji and Smriti ji. So we would prefer you, work for the people and not to, satisfy your egos. Now, if this, the person who is a big fool, this Adhir Ranjan is a big fool, he continuously speaks nonsense. If a mad person says something, doesn't mean that you have to hit back. So that shows your standard. You're playing the same thing. But here, friends, there is another game to it. Smriti is obviously trying to divert from what is happening in Goa. And people are not fools. So now I think now who's acting as a spokesperson, Savio, should explain what's happening in that case. We would like to know whether there is hanky panky on either side, and get them to clear it. So let's just take
Yes.
a few comments, Jyoti.
Adi Ranjan, yeah, sorry. Trying to take attention from GST protesters for sure, says Queen
Yes.
Shama. Yes, I'm not saying Sonia is any clean, but look, Smriti is shrinking like a shrew. Why didn't the speaker throw her out? Diverting attention from her case.
Yeah. In
Yes,
fact, Himani, I almost thought that she would get a heart attack, like in the old Indian, Hindi films where, the villain gets a heart attack and he falls down. I almost thought that she would fall down. Meena, ma'am, for me, it's a time for morning meetings, but can't resist to tune in for genuine news.
thank you,
Welcome.
Ian.
When legislators above the age of 60 can get concessions, why not regular senior citizens?
Yes, Karthik, I would like to add to Karthik's point on particular. See, only 6% of the total Indian population pays income tax in India. So why is this a very small percentage of people paying income tax, and that too the middle class is the most affected by this GST price rise, especially with regards to the basic food items like packed items, getting hiked. So when you have pensioners, especially from the middle class, and they don't have any sort of income, right? Like they will be suffering like anything, especially the middle class, because they don't have any additional source of income if they do not have any children, right, who is supporting them. So if Modi ji can bring the corrupt people's money in Swiss banks back to India, and and also make rich farmers pay tax, because farming is not included in the taxable
Yeah,
income in India. So if rich farmers can also pay tax, then it will relieve the burden of the middle class of India,
yeah,
and also it'll do wonders.
yeah, well said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Metal Film says they all just focused on their jobs portfolios. The real issues should be solved, which is so true. And Metal, congratulations. I think your young daughter has designed your logo for you.
Congratulations,
That's a very
Sangeeta.
beautiful logo. Congratulations to your daughter, Ashwini. Himani, Nirmala, I too was surprised. Lashed in Rajya Sabha. I thought she was more dignified and credible. Meera, Smriti was overacting so much. Oof. And it's repeat on the news channels. Surely we'll get
It
nightmares
was
tonight.
like a Saski Bahu episode on, right, happening in the Rajya Sabha.
Yeah. Goa is the favorite place of Bollywoodians. Yes. Meera, yes, agricultural income has to be taxed. स्मृति ईरानी 3 बार के चुनाव 3 अलग-अलग degrees के affidavit. She herself can't decide what her degrees. See her shriek in parliament. The shrew. Meenaji, my dad is a super senior citizen pensioner, above 85, and he has no other earnings except for pension. He's asking me why there should be income tax levied on his pension. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Well said,
Thanks.
Jaydev. Shubha. Yeah. Lost admiration for Smriti totally. Modi ji is fighting for his picture on every website on India. Maybe Nirmala came to comment on the issue to lend it some dignity. In fact, I felt even more irritated, Meera, because the kind of taxes that they are levying on the people just can't survive. I mean, when the maid talks to me, I feel bad for her. I feel bad for everybody. Hello, all, True India. Vasant, welcome. Nirmala ji, you're taxing the taxpayers more to give concessions to people who don't even deserve it.
Yes.
Yeah. Imani, you're an artist of great class, line design and symmetry. Thank you so much. Welcome, Subha. Welcome, Nettle. Yeah, so I think let's just see if I've missed a few. Adir, yeah. So Karthik says, Adir Ranjan is only mirroring the status of women in his party, sadly led by another woman. What a shame. Smriti says Sonia Gandhi sanctioned the humiliation of Honorable President Murmu in A. Ranjan Chaudhary addressing her as Rashtrapatni. Maafi to Smriti ne bhi mangni chahiye. Yes, exactly. Everything is tit for tat. Welcome, Preeti.
Welcome.
Catherine, welcome. This loser Smriti took the road to another dramatic or cheap level. Sonia Gandhi Maafi Mango Desh se, tribal say, sure, she was diverting attention from her Goapa. Now, I want to ask you, Himani, why should she apologize to the tribals? First of all, the Rashtrapati president is a very capable lady who has, fought all sorts of inner wars within herself and outside. And as a governor, she has proved herself. And it's on that strength that Modi ji has, referred her as a president. Now, we don't need pipsqueaks to protect her. She has got her own bodyguards and she's got her own office to look after her. So kindly, all you ministers, whether it's Nirmala ji or Smriti ji, all of you concentrate on your work. It's just like, I feel like a teacher telling them all, stop shouting and go back and do your work. That's exactly how all of us feel, like telling these imbeciles. Yeah, back to you, Jerry.
Yeah. So coming to the next piece of news is with regards to Shamshera. And as you know, that Shamshera has become a very big flop of the highest order, I would say. And so, people are busy analyzing what, happened to Shamshera as if it's like rocket science. So, we had various trade experts in the film industry analyzing the reason for the failure of Shamshera. The trend was flat on the weekdays, it crashed. Shockingly, it will not even see the collection of Samrat Prithviraj, which was Akshay Kumar's film, which was another big disaster. And trade experts mentioned, apart from a few individual sequences, there's nothing in the film. It was writing of convenience. And trade analyst Atul Mohan explained the story of a dacoit is outdated in today's times. The films had not connected from the trailers itself. Today's generation has become very smart. They could point out that these kinds of dresses were not there in the 1870s, especially the ones worn by Vani Kapoor. Also, at the script level, it was flawed. Why were the Kamerians kept alive for 25 years? If the authorities hated them so much, they should have massacred them. And the character of Shud Singh is bewildering. 25 साल में उसकी तरक्की नहीं हुई, वो वही फोर्ट में ही रहा. Moreover, in those 25 years, not a single slave died despite living in inhuman conditions. The makers also showed that the British had sympathy towards Indians, but not an Indian towards their fellow Indians. No action sequence stood out. The film also suffered due to bad music. Girish Johar noted audience could not make sense of the going-ons. When you transcend people into larger-than-life scenario, you need to have some make-believe. It was riding on very high expectations. There's nothing wrong with that, but the problem is that it didn't meet those expectations in terms of content, execution, etc. And film exhibitor and distributor Akshay Rathi had a different point of view and said it's an absolutely mass appealing film. Moreover, it was backed by Yash Raj and directed by Karan Malhotra. And the expectations obviously were over the moon. When compared to those expectations, the film had underperformed. Having said that, how many films can we really think of in the last few months which have even done a rupees 30 crores weekend? There have been equally big films with a big stars, but none could be a hit like many Telugu films. So it speaks a lot
fact,
that the
yeah,
postmortem of this film is being done by the so-called trade analyst and
yeah.
everyone.
In fact, the director also apologized. He also apologized for the complete failure of this film, and he said that he stands with the actors. Now, for what we don't know.
I mean, they do
Metal
not know
says,
the fact that people have boycotted Bollywood.
yeah. Metal says, when there are soap opera and filmy actors in Parliament, what else can we expect but overacting? This big bindi sanskari bahu of TV, Smriti, done with her shamefulness now. Even the structure of silly souls in Goa is on tenanted, unauthorized land. Zubin, her husband, visits every week. I meant when Nirmala too came to comment on the other issue. Yes. Why these bollies are entering parliament and they do nothing but acting. I remember there was a photograph earlier, friends, when Rekha was walking down the aisle, and everybody from Rajiv Shukla to all the other men, their eyes were popping out looking at her. This is why they get actresses inside. Smriti became so emotional just because her own daughter got involved. This didn't happen to other daughters who went through more than
Yes,
this.
actually.
Lakshmi, yes. Hello, guys. Sonia was so arrogant today. It was both ways. This time, Savitri, let us not take one side. I don't like Sonia Gandhi a bit, but this time, Smriti also
It
acted
was
equally
Savitri. It was a
arrogant.
competition of who's more arrogant, whether it was
Yeah,
Smriti or Sonia Gandhi.
yeah. Hi, Minaji. Was interested to know that you have NZ citizenship and reside in Dubai. I visited Dubai and Abu Dhabi in 2019. The place was the best of both worlds. You still visit New Zealand as a citizen? No, I don't. I've stopped because my mother is alone, so I prefer to be with her. True Indian. Is there more to come from West Bengal, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu on ED, on ministers? There's a list of people who badmouthed Modi and central government police now, shuddering on the real face of Modi and his team. Meera. Yes, President's office should do the needful. Smriti needed to divert the attention from the Goa bar fiasco. And as a seasoned TV actor, she started her outburst. Karthik, yes, you remember, she said, I'm giving a 24-hour notice to the Congress people to respond or I will take them to court. Now, we don't know what is exactly happening. And unusually, Sabio is unusually quiet also. So there's something, amiss there. Uma Shankari, I'm finding out a lot about taxes on how unlawful they are. In USA, it's unconstitutional to charge income tax. We are working to expose the same in India. Most tax money in US goes to the cabal. Gloria, proud of all of you who are boycotting Gutterwood. In the Sanjay Dixit show, I even saw the review of this film by an expert who brought out shocking communist propaganda in this film. Money or no money, they want to destroy Hinduism at any cost. Savitri says it's SSR pure soul, and our boycott, which is doing the karma. What is the real face of Smriti apart of her outspoken stage scene she carries? Never knew she had daughters anyway. Now I'm hearing beef is also served in the restaurant. Alia's new movie coming, darlings, and again we're tired of seeing too much of Alia. Same acting, same things. Sorry, not watching anyhow. Sorry, sorry all. Now here, Basanti, here I would not agree with you because see that's Goa, and Goa the people do eat a lot of non-vegetarian food. So it's not the food that is a matter here. It's a food. It's the illegality. You know, when they don't pay their taxes, and they expect all of us to pay taxes on time. And when you talk about Swachh Bharat, madam has to do her cleaning in her house first, and make it clean. Then only she can speak about Swachh Bharat. If Lal Singh Chadda and Tiger 3 see the same fate, Bollywood will be more or less destroyed. Bollywood trying to copy South Indian films. Welcome, Ranjini.
I
Vicky Katrina controversy made person who arrested said, I knew Katrina's family. Talk to them, not threaten both of them. PR of Katrina. Are you saying that you are a PR of Katrina, Deepali? So in which case, I think we need to remove you. So we will just block you. Can't they leave Rekhaji alone? Even now, she's nearing her 78 habit. Great day to show for chess in TN. Hope all goes well with Modi ji carrying up the show to uplift India from all corners of the world. Modi ji, long live, as God sent Guru for India. Welcome, Sharmila. Smriti was an actress and now she's also acting instead of doing her job. Shamshera is turning out to be the second big budget flop of Rash Raj films after Samrat
yes.
Prithviraj. Will face losses of around 100 crores. Very well said, Himani. Meera, hope Congress digs out more dirt on Smriti Irani after today's unnecessary run-in with Sonia. Maharashtra is richest in terms of NRI income and not Kerala. Only now the truth revealed by a few agencies and social media. Welcome, Goddess. Meera, Congress should have targeted Irani family and not the doctor, as her name is not on any documents. Hi, Minaji and Jay, bro. Kudos from myself and my daughter, Tanya, to you too. Have a nice
Hi,
day. Thank you,
Lakshmi.
Jyoti. Smriti has been a disappointment. She's always a big mouth. I guess she's trapped this time. Yeah. Moving on to the next piece, Jay.
Yeah. Moving to the next piece of news is with regards to a connect between the casino business and the film industry in India. And apparently, in Hyderabad, there are a lot of casinos, as you know. And Hyderabad casino dealers arrange parties by recruiting Tollywood, Bollywood stars. And ED has issued notices after raids. ED seized bank account statements for six accounts, three laptops, and five hard disks. So, the dealers had reportedly arranged parties by recruiting celebrities and paying them lakhs of rupees. The list included 10 politicians from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana and 15 movie stars. The ED on Thursday issued notices to Hyderabad casino dealers Praveen Chikoti and Madhav Reddy, ordering them to appear for questioning on Monday. The raids on Wednesday, which lasted for more than 20 hours, revealed key documents as the agency seized bank statements of six accounts, three laptops, and five hard disks. Two commercial properties, a 20-acre farmhouse, and 10 flats were identified in the city, and more than 70 casino camps were held over the last 5 years, ED found in the investigation. Moreover, the money won in the casino by the gamers was transferred through Hawala. The dealers had reportedly arranged parties by recruiting celebrities and paying them lakhs of rupees. So the list included 10 politicians, as mentioned. At least 16 customers who went to Nepal are MLAs, and at least one minister from Telangana and an ex-minister from AP has links to the dealer Praveen. He allegedly paid advances to 15 Bollywood and Tollywood stars, and the list of stars included Amisha Patel, Govinda, Mumait Khan, Malika Shirawat, Ganesh Acharya, among others. The investigation is also focused on how he paid vast sums of money to the movie stars. Special flights are arranged from Begumpet Airport to take them to Calcutta, and the chopper was arranged to transfer them to Nepal. So this is very huge
Yeah,
connect between
incredible. Yeah,
casinos, gambling, and Bollywood and Tollywood.
yeah,
And obviously, a lot of politicians from Andhra Pradesh are involved.
yeah. Okay. Moving on to the next piece of news, Salman Khan.
Yeah. So moving to the next piece of news is with regards to Salman Khan, and he's getting nervous and fearful every day. First, he meets the new top cop of Mumbai. Then, second, he applies for a gun license, and then now Salman Khan, after the series of threats from this, allegedly Lawrence Bishnoi team, he has sort of upgraded his vehicle, and he has made his bulletproof he has made his Land Cruiser Toyota bulletproof. And this is not the all new Land Cruiser but the previous generation model. And Salman Khan has made it bulletproof. If you look at the windows, you will notice the thick borders, which confirms the windows are now bulletproof. And so what does that say? Why is he getting nervous every day?
Yeah.
He fears
When,
for his
uh, when
life.
yeah,
Yeah,
when SSR was killed, they did not fear for his life. But now they're so scared and they're running like pansies. This is their true nature.
yeah,
Yeah. Moving on to the next piece of news.
yeah. Moving to the next piece of news is with regards to Karan Johar. And Karan Johar talks about making multi-starrer films like Kabhi Kushi Kabhi Kam. Says it's not affordable anymore. And in a recent live session, the director discussed how much support the movie has received and referred to it as soul food, which he was referring to, you know, past films like Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, Kabhi Kushi Kabhi Kam, Kal Ho Na Ho, and all those films. And now, according to him, it's very expensive to produce a movie with so many top tier actors. And so, although he agreed that it's a certain, people like these films in the past, that it's very expensive to do it and it's not feasible. And so, I feel that this is just another excuse from K. Joe, justifying that things are normal
Why their
and
films are not running. Yeah.
yeah,
Why their films are not running. The fact is that Boycott Bollywood is on.
yes.
Karthik says the one who kills others by sword will die by the same sword. Suits Salman perfectly. Ratna Patak Shah feels women. Yes, we'll be going to that piece of news shortly. Welcome, Sanju.
Welcome.
Yeah. Moving on to the next piece of news. Naga Chaitanya opened up on his life after divorce from ex-wife Samantha Ruth Prabhu. Yes, Chaitanya.
Yeah. So coming to the next piece of news with regards to Samantha and Naga Chaitanya. And Naga Chaitanya opens up on his life after divorce, and he talked openly. And so he talked to the media, and according to him, the actor during the period I have changed a lot as a person. Earlier I could not open up as much, but now I am able to. Feeling very much attached to my family members and friends. It feels very nice to see myself as an entirely new person. And so, as you know, that Samantha appeared in Coffee with Karan show, and she, told Karan Johar that she is as strong as ever after the divorce. And so it's quite, interesting that that Naga Chaitanya is, sort of saying that he's more free and he's. It looks like he's relieved after this divorce, from what
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. Ma'am, what these Bollywood casinos in their cinematic themes, they use Google Pay, Phone Pay, and crypto. Their welcome packs and bonuses on spins, but
Yes.
chat support missing. Here, Himani, a lot of drugs happen, and this is why they were caught several times. Many actors from, from Sandalwood and Bollywood were caught. When Samir Wankade was the zonal director at that time. So that's why they are, a big problem area. Nasir Shah and his anti-Hindu wife must shift to Pakistan immediately. Why are they here in India? Karthik, yes. Yeah, we blocked them, yes. Samantha, as if was waiting for the separation to dance on sexy moves and be sensuous and all. Yes, dancing with the Buddha. Samantha has moved to Mumbai and bought a house. Very soon she'll be a part of the Bollywood cabal.
He already
Shilpa.
is Shilpa. Yeah.
Salman thinks he's a tiger, then why does he hire bodyguards and need weapons and bulletproof car as well, Vasanti? Yes. Next dangerous thing, loan apps. Guys, be careful. People are committing suicide
Yes.
now because of them. Yes, this is what I'd warned in one of the earlier sessions, especially the people who are working, like as laborers or as maids. These are the people who are threatened the most. Yeah, moving
Especially
on
the
to,
youngsters who are in college and are quite innocent, and even the gambling apps also, I must add. Not only the loan apps, but the gambling apps too, Karthik.
Sallu
Yes,
is a
Savitri.
pussycat without sharer. Man heard that these specially tailored for Indian audiences. These casinos guarantee 100% returns till 5 spins. And we have so many casino themed
And
movies.
Himani, I heard a lot of, the casinos are fixed. They have fixed cameras everywhere, and they won't let a normal person win beyond a certain point. So that's what happens in very, very big casinos.
Tripura says Naga Chaitanya is a thorough gentleman. She does not suit him in any way. Vasanti, real tiger never says it's a tiger. It roars. Its roar says it all. Is Sallu a tiger? He's not even a kitten, a chicken maybe. Welcome, Julia.
Welcome, Julie.
Move. Jaideep, the next piece of news, I think it's on Sushmita.
Yeah. So after Sushmita Sen, was seen with Lalit Modi declaring their relationship on public, and now she's seen flaunting her ring, and so
Diamond ring.
diamond ring. So apparently, if you remember that she said that she's not a gold digger. So apparently she likes only diamonds. That's the only uh, you know difference, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what. So she tweeted that just back in London after a whirling global tour. Not to mention my better half, a new beginning and a new life finally, over the moon. So they recently went to Maldives, the couple. So why do all the celebrities go to Maldives, right? If you've seen a lot of these
Their
Bollywood actresses,
sponsors, their patrons are there.
exactly.
That's the
So they
reason.
go,
Yeah,
yeah, they have a photo shoot. Each and every
yeah,
Bollywood actress goes to Maldives, has a photo shoot.
yeah. Karan Johar, I hope you realize your stars are going down. You've had more than your fair share of time and money. Exactly. Yeah. Back to you, Jim.
Yeah. So coming to the next piece of news is with regards to Kangana Ranaut and Ikta Kapoor. And Kangana had written, "You will always remain Sasti." She was referring to Tapsi Pannu because your rapist feminist, your ringmaster Anurag Kashyap was raided in 2013 as well for tax story. Government officials report is out. If you aren't guilty, go to court against them. Come clean on this. Come on, Sasti. Kangana's sister Rangoli Chandal had also called Tapsi a Sasti copy of the actor. Ekta, who worked with both Kangana and Tapsi, also was a producer for Lockup, as you know. And Ekta said there's only one similarity between both Kangana and Tapsi, and they are both trailblazer, amazing women, and to play them against each other is not your and my job. We are women. We adjust each other's crown, not remove it. And Ekta Kapoor also shared her experience, and it is an amazing thing to collaborate with such amazing actors. If there's an interesting project, I will only approach the actor and request him to read the script. So it's a heartening thing to work with great actors. So Kangana is a brilliant actor, and so is Tapsi. So Kangana is again, very much, in good stand with Ekta Kapoor,
Yeah,
and
because she will get more
because she has to get
shows,
more films and offers.
money, more money. Yes. Lalit Modi is such stuff. She had to marry him. I mean, come on, look at him. He's such a Ritish Roshan face, so that they can flaunt their bodies in Maldives. Females have moved away from their brothels in Grant Road and flying all over the world and meeting fugitives as well. Killer Khan is scared for his own life. Can't forget the black buck and the road accident cases, says Madhuri. Hi, everyone,
Hey,
and
Radhika.
God's choices, blessings to you all. Thank you,
Thank you.
Radhika. All the news from India at present is what Sushant Singh knew, so he was murdered. Tenzin, yes, well said. There's definitely one thing very common between both the Sasti actresses, Kangana and Dhakkar and Tapsi had. Shabashmi too. Both colossal flops. Really bad for Mithali Raj though. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, back to you, Jed.
Yeah. So coming to the next piece of news is with regards to the Ranveer Singh naked photo shoot, and apparently two more actresses have come in support for him. It is Pariniti Chopra and Vani Kapoor, and they say no actor could do this, and she came. Both of them came out in support, and they called him a true artist. And even Adia Bhatt came to his support and said, "I don't like anything negative about being said about my favorite Ranveer Singh, so I can't tolerate this question." And Pariniti says, Ranveer has been a true creative artist since the day I've known him, which was even before he became an actor. He's a free flowing creator and nothing holds him back. which is the best quality an artist can have. I can think of no other actor who could do this shoot. And when you're the only one who can do something, what higher compliment could there be? Ranveer is an artist and great one at that. He's experimental and open with the right aesthetics and sensibilities, said Vani Kapoor. So apparently, all of them are, coming in support for Ranveer Singh because they are one, family, one cabal, all these people because Ranveer Singh is very close to Karan Johar, and because they appeared in the second episode or first episode of Coffee with Karan season 7. So from that you can understand how close Karan Johar is with Ranveer Singh and Alia
Yeah,
Bhatt.
absolutely.
Yeah, so
Rumor here, mills are on overdrive, hinting that Samantha had abortions, didn't want children, appeared in an item song, and did roles that were embarrassing to the Akineni household. Uh, it could be. I mean, but Nagarjuna also acts with a lot of these young girls, So if the man can do it, I guess the women can also do it. Ranveer is an actor. Bollywood needs democracy and open choice.
which they don't realize.
Yeah. A soul who should have been there in movies if only he had chosen science as a career. Welcome, newbie. Yeah. Back to you, Jerry. Amir Khan is in the news.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Amir Khan says Lal Singh Chadda got saved by avoiding box office clash with Yash's KGF 2. Lal Singh Chadda was supposed to release on that day, but fortunately for us, Red Chillies was taking a little time on the VFX, so we got saved. Otherwise, we would have come with KGF 2. Lal Singh Chadda has been in the talks for a long time, and the audience anticipation for it, they say, is an all high. But Yash's film has a distinct love amongst the audience. I remember when KGF 2 was about to release, there was a lot of excitement among the Hindi audience, amongst my own friends, says Amir, at a recent event in Hyderabad about KGF and Lal Singh Chadda clash. He further added how he got saved on sharing the same release date with that of KGF Chapter 2. Lal Singh Chadda was supposed to release on the same day, but fortunately, Red Chillies was taking its own time. Now, here's something news for you, Amir Khan. Nobody is looking for you towards your movie. First of all, you have become a Buddha. Now, watching a Buddha and a Buddhi. Now we have Karina also there, who doesn't want any of us to watch their films. Okay, so we're not going to watch your movie. So it's going to be total boycott. Now you'll need to run somewhere else and make movies, and also stop making copying all these Hollywood movies. We're not interested. We can see the Hollywood movie in all its glory. We don't need you, a tiny, a Pinocchio like character in it, you know. So that's how we feel about it. It's rumored that Amir has booked all the PVR screens for his film. He's desperate to ensure its successes. You may book the theaters. Can you bring the people there? You can't. Amir Khan, you can stand on your head, and yet nobody is going to come because of all the karma that you have, brought together. Look at what you did to your own brother. Look at what you did to SSR. You look at all the things that you have done in your life. How many women have you married and divorced? You don't have really good things happening in your life, and this is not going to be any better for you. Can't government bodies track and remove these casino ads from YouTube as it's equally damaging and dangerous, just like drugs, which can be addictive to today's youth? See, this is how you actually split the country. And, it's all that is, this is a huge agenda, Megna, and how, if you take it from here, somebody puts it there. It's like, everybody has their hands in it. Tenzin boycotted Bollywood since 2020. YouTube channels and news channels have opened our eyes. Thank you. Boycott AK new film Shamshera super duper flop. Make same to LSE. Yes. Amir Khan was awarded Padma Vibhushan. Yes. Also for your information, Aarti, Ekta Kapoor and Karan Johar also got it. On what reasons? God alone knows. Perhaps all these people who are now shouting in Lok Sabha and all could explain how they got it. Movie Lal Singh Chadda will also go in the khadda. That's Maria. Hit the like buttons. Yes. Pia, all of you, if you really enjoy this session, it's a big favor for us if you like the video because it makes a big difference for our channel to grow. Karthik. RRR and KGF came on their own, competition or no competition. They became grand success on their own merit. What merit does Gatterwood have? Here, Karthik, I just wanted to tell you that, when both these people came on stage, you're talking about Ranveer and Yash with Ananya, you saw the way Ranveer was trying to, outdo Yash, by trying to show him that he's superior, and doing all clownish sort of things on stage.
Which
So
which promotion was that?
the movie, I think, I'm not sure about the movie, but these three people were on stage, and
Oh,
Ananya was wearing a bit nearly nothing gown.
it's not Yash. It is Vijay
Sorry,
Deverakonda.
yeah, Vijay.
Yeah.
What an irony, yes. Why is Salman Khan given so much hype and respected by many people? I think he has just been popular for his handsome looks and nothing else. I don't know whether he's handsome, Dara, so that we don't know. And to make his image good, this Amir hosts sensitive shows like Satyame Jayati to show how kind hearted he is. I think all his relatives and his kids know the true character that he is inside doors. Ranveer Singh is a shame to the Padukone family. I can imagine that Prakash, who is such a famous badminton champion, might have felt seeing his son in law's nude pictures. Shameless and pathetic. Welcome, Aarti.
I
Like, thank you then. Srikar, Lal Singh Chadda is bound to flop. Mangamma Jogati also won Padma Shri and she increased the honor of the award. This is how you choose the recipients. Yes. Thank you, Aarti. Ranveer Singh is something. It was Vijay. Yes, Meera. So, I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Hello, Meena and Jaydev used to adore Bollywood earlier, but now I feel Bollywood is a curse on earth now. Purna.
Yes.
Gatterwood is a circus, Meenaji, and it needs clowns for its promotions. But now people are bored with the circus. Ranveer has a very different behavior. It's a bit, I think sometimes I feel all these guys are on some sort of, substance. Yeah. So,
Or he's acting eccentric to sort of put a show.
yeah.
It could be a fake personality.
Yes. Now, moving on to the next piece of news, we talk about actress Ratna Patak Shah. She claims India is becoming like Saudi Arabia, says it is appalling that modern women are doing Karwa Chauth. She pointed out that India is moving towards becoming a conservative society and might become like Saudi Arabia. On July, in Pinky Veera published an interview of this lady. During the interview, while talking about society and how difficult it is for women in India, she made a bizarre statement and targeted the Hindu festival Karwa Chauth. Shah pointed out that India is moving towards becoming a conservative society and might become like Saudi Arabia. The reason she gave was someone had asked her last year if she observed the same for her husband. To the question, Shah had replied, "Am I mad?" As all of us know, Karwa Chauth is an age-old tradition followed by North Indian Hindu women in which they observe, fast and pray for the long life of their husbands. She said, nothing changed for women, or very little has changed in very crucial areas. Our society has become extremely conservative. We are becoming superstitious. We are being forced into accepting and making religion a very important part of one's life. Someone asked me for the first time last year if I'm keeping Karwa Chauth, and I said, am I mad? She further added, isn't it appalling that modern educated women do Karwa Chauth praying for the lives of husbands so they can have some validity in life? A widow in the Indian context is a horrible situation, isn't it? So anything that keeps me away from widowhood. Really, in the 21st century, we are talking about this. Educated women are doing this. Shah said that when a country becomes more conservative, it clamps down. It's women. Look at all the conservative societies in this world. Women are the ones who are most affected. What's the scope of women in Saudi? Do we want to become like Saudi Arabia? And we will become, it's a very, very convenient. Women provide a lot of unpaid labor within the house. If you have to pay for that labor, who will do it? Women are forced into that situation. Now, here comes a woman who is married to Nasiruddin Shah, who is a Muslim, and I don't think that Muslim men treat their wives in a very modern way. at least in these countries. So I don't know what treatment you would have got at home, Ratna, but let me tell you one thing. It's these, beliefs in our Sanatana Dharma that keeps our society intact. If you respect your partner, be it your husband or your wife, it is that which makes for a strong marriage. And children born of such marriages become stable, and become responsible citizens. So just don't give us this kind of crap. I know it's coming from your husband's mouth because he speaks even bigger crap. And we've always seen that, he talks nonsense and he wants to leave India because he doesn't feel safe there. I think you all should pack your bags and go somewhere else. Now, G says, don't know what the problem these Hindus like Ratna Pathak, Swara, Tapsi, Prerina have a problem with Hindus. Why don't they go to Islamic places? They're all paid. See, there is a huge amount being paid to this cabal. And this lady, I used to like her because she used to act well. I don't care to hoots for her now. See, all these things are personal. Why should she voice her opinion in public? To each all their own. Keep your mouth shut. Yes, exactly. That's the best advice that she should be given. The curse on society is not such women, Minaji. The curse is from pseudo feminists.
Yes.
Yes. Zoya, good evening,
Hi,
Minaji.
Zoya.
Yeah, welcome, Zoya. We missed you. Ratna is happy to apply lipstick under her burqa, though. But why is Nasir not asking her to wear the burqa these days? Ratna should be happy if India is becoming Saudi. That's the country they all owe their allegiance to. Islamic Renaissance is happening in Saudi and it'll change Islam forever. Yes, Urduwood Buddhas has already got everything from India name, fame, respect, money, and whatnot. They should really now leave. Nasir and Ratna should go to Saudi. Actors and actresses from South India movies should maintain their image. In fact, they are at their peak. Why are they joining hands with Bollywood? Suddenly, like Samantha, Rashmika, and others. I think you should remove the troll.
Yeah.
Thank you, Radhika. Boycott evil wood. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So coming to
Yeah. So
next piece of news.
moving on to the next piece of news. Banerjee finally sacks Minister Partha Chatterjee after ED recovers more illegal money, gold from his close aide, and they call it close aide. Yeah. So, Jerry, can you take that one?
Yeah. So it's no surprise that Didi is all nervous with regards to this Partha Chatterjee. And Partha Chatterjee, with regards to this, Mamata Banerjee government have finally sacked him, and who was accused of the SSC recruitment scam. And he was arrested by the ED, as all of you know. Now, as per the official notification issued by the West Bengal government, Chatterjee has been relieved from the departments he was in charge of, and he was in charge of the Department of Industry, Commerce and Enterprise, Department of Information Technology and Electronics, Department of Parliamentary Affairs, and Department of Public Enterprises and Industrial Reconstruction. So you can see how many departments he was given responsibility of, and in spite of that, he did this particular activity.
Yeah.
While earlier the party said that Partha Chatterjee will not be sacked unless charges against him are proven, that stand proved to be difficult to maintain after more illegal money was found from another house of Arpita Mukherjee, who is a close aide of the minister. Till now, around 50 crore rupees in cash, gold, jewelry, and foreign exchange have been recovered from two flats in Calcutta belonging to her. Arpita Mukherjee has said that the money belongs to Partha Chatterjee, and it believed that the money is proceeds of the SSC recruitment scam in the education department where Partha Chatterjee was the education minister. The ED unearthed a huge amount of cash and valuables after the Calcutta High Court ordered a probe into the scam, where bribes were taken in exchange of jobs for teachers and other staff in government schools. In the raids carried out, so what has been recovered by the federal agency was a little over 50 crores in cash, 4.31 crores worth of gold from multiple locations linked to actor Arpita Mukherjee. So this is so Mamata
Huge.
Banerjee is obviously
Yeah.
feeling the heat
Yeah.
of this huge revelation.
Yeah. The nice one from Meera. She says, all the 2000 rupees note seems to be with Mukherjee, Banerjee, and Chatterjee. Brilliant one. Yeah.
Good one, Meera.
Yeah. Yeah. And Leela says, we now have to start boycotting Southerners because they are being so stupid now. Maybe they all want mafia money. Great actresses from South graced Hindi films in the past. Vijayanti, Padmini, Lakshmi, Hema, Rekha, Rashmika, Samantha are not at all on the same level. Yeah. Sub says, we'll go by my second name, Za. Za says, I never miss your show, however busy I may be. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Subs.
Ma'am, these people are also greedy. Yes. Chandrika. Welcome, Chandrika. I love your channel. Never miss your show. So nice of you.
Thanks,
Really,
Chandrika.
because you encourage us to even do better. And I think with that, we can close this show. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. If MRV is, better, he said he'll join us tomorrow. So see you tomorrow, friends. Good night.
Good night.